Well, they built us up, Buttercup, but did not let us down this week. A very, very happy Scary Alvarez skull session today after a gutsy, thrilling 25-21 win for the Badgers in Champaign, Illinois over Braelon Locke and his Illini. Scary Alvarez, happy to be here this morning. That was a fun one. I mean, there was some there were some dark moments in that game, and things weren't looking great. Down 21-7 heading into the fourth quarter, but what an absolutely resilient victory for the Wisconsin Badgers. Luke Fickell's team really found a way to get it done against a team they should have beaten, and it's great to see that. Some of you may remember I said before this game that we would learn more about the 2023 Wisconsin Badgers in Champaign, Illinois on Saturday than in any game so far this season, and perhaps any game for the rest of the season. And I believe that came to fruition. Uh, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can go back to my stuff, and even with that late Braelon Allen touchdown to make it 14-7, I wasn't feeling particularly confident at halftime, and was sort of accepting Wisconsin's fate as a transitional year. Iowa was beating Minnesota. The Big Ten West title was feeling further and further away from the Badgers, and rightfully so. That team made a ton of mistakes in the first half, drops, missed assignments, penalties, turnover. Not great. And so that was an understandably frustrated fan base. I think some of the hyperbole I saw was a little bit preposterous, but anyway, uh, let's talk about the good stuff. I mean, Braelon Allen ran with purpose. The team cut down on mistakes, and Braedyn Locke. I mean, look, no one should elevate. Someone in my mentions said something like Graham Mertz versus Illinois. It's not that kind of that. It's not that kind of thing. That wasn't what this was. The Mertz 5 touchdown game to start off things off in 2020, but it did show that this kid has incredible toughness. He does appear to be limited sample size, but against two pretty tough situations, a very good play for this type of air raid offense. Gets the ball out well. A little bit like Jordan Love, I think, up in Green Bay. I mean, he's a work in progress. Obviously, needs more experience. He's 19 years old, but he looked in command. And when after that targeting hit on Illinois, other lesser, I think Lockdown might have pointed this out. Also, a lesser kid could have gotten up and you know came off the field and been done for the afternoon. The viciousness of that hit. And wow, Crimea River, Illinois fans. Oh, he led with his hands. The guy it was targeting. You can hate the rule or like the rule, but it was targeting. If they overturn that targeting call, or they don't call it, it makes the rule ridiculous. But anyway, Braedyn Locke MVP, some great plays, and just some wonderful stuff. I call it the Phil Longo redemption half. I don't think I can call it the Phil Longo redemption game. But offensive coordinator Phil Longo has certainly faced a lot of criticism this season for the way that the offense has or has not functioned, and certainly that didn't get any easier when his hand-picked transfer from SMU, Tanner Mordecai, was in all likelihood lost for the season last week. But kind of going back to Locke and the game plan, they did what they had to do. And there was some real nice plays and real nice throws that gave us another tantalizing glimpse of what an air raid offense can look like in the right hands. And I think it'd be remiss to say the guts and the creativity of the Nolan Rucci call at the end, perfectly executed. I mean, I think Locke himself admitted the ball came out a little high, maybe, but Rucci is a tall kid, and there have been more graceful catches in the history of college football, but he was sure-handed, made the play, and just the look of unbridled joy on that kid's face, a kid who came in as a 5 star, works incredibly hard, and has had a hard time cracking the lineup, obviously, with the Badgers as far as playing time. Incredibly talented left tackle, um, able to contribute and win the game for Wisconsin in a way that no one would have thought he would. Was I will say with no hesitation, will certainly be one of the top moments for the 2023 Badgers looking back. It's something that he'll always remember. His family will always remember. His brother, my Wisconsin Badger grandson, Hayden. Just seeing those two interact in a way that's like an anti Liam and Noel Gallagher from Oasis is it's heartwarming. So that was great to see. Real quick, when I want to wrap this up, I do these quick hitters that are fun. I mean, I could talk for hours, as you know, but it's Ohio State week now. It's Ohio State week. So that begs the question. I've seen enough people, pissing on the fun of yesterday and the joy of yesterday, saying, well, that's only going to be another week, and then Ohio State's going to fricking kill us. Let me tell you something about Ohio State. It's kind of a two-edged sword with them in the sense that that defense is as good as I can remember. There's probably a couple Urban Meyer defenses that were similar, but this is a really, really good assignment sound Ohio State Buckeyes defense. But, and there was a but, their offense is not good. It's not. It's an average to above average college football defense, but for an Ohio State or offense rather, but for an Ohio State offense, it is frustrating and incredibly ineffective. Kyle McCord, well, he is talented. The drop off between recent quarterbacks at Ohio State, which all end up NFL draft picks. You got the Fields and the kid in Houston. It's a monumental drop off. So that is leading to my next point. Night game. Hopefully the damn kids will be in their seats on time. Electric atmosphere. The ghosts of 2010 and David Gilreath still in Camp Randall. I'm telling you, the Badgers have a puncher's chance this weekend against the Ohio State Buckeyes. That was an upset I called early in the season, and certainly circumstances have changed since that somewhat overly optimistic outlook that I had for this season. But I will say this. Anyone who says Wisconsin doesn't have a chance to beat Ohio State this weekend, a realistic chance, I think is overlooking the very real possibility that this could be a relatively low scoring slugfest kind of game, just like we've seen the last couple of weeks. Hopefully not like Iowa. But stranger things have happened. So, uh, let's get that optimism going. Let's build these kids up. Hopefully, they have a good week of practice in preparation. Ohio State may get a little healthier, but they're banged up too. And stick Rico Hallman on Marvin Harrison Jr., strap that helmet on, and see what happens. But stranger things have happened than a Wisconsin Badgers upset over Ohio State. I'm saying it right now. It would not shock me. It absolutely would not shock me. It's going to have to be a clean game where the team takes a jump. Let's have a little confidence in Fickle and his staff. They played big games before. This guy was in the college football playoff a couple years ago. Okay, he knows how to prepare his team for a big game. Yes, they did lose to an eventual champion that day. They were outmatched, but who wasn't? Anyway, great fun time yesterday. Let's enjoy it. Tough luck, Brett Bielema. You just hate to see that, buddy. And he'll probably be getting up in about an hour and a half. I'm not taping this at 12:30 on Sunday, Sunday afternoon. Anyway, on Wisconsin, and talk to you soon.